Hi, how are you, Eurovision fans? Today we are doing another episode of rating the lyrics of Eurovision 2020 songs. This time we're at Denmark and Ben and 10 say yes to what? We're gonna figure it out. I was 6 feet under for the one and only, spent the nights feeling bitter, sad, and lonely. I like that rhyme. Didn't realize how much fear controlled me until you came and loved me like I'm holy. Wow. I like that still, rhyming. Now I'm ready to give life one more chance. Wow, this is such a romantic song. So far, everything that would have been considered a love song was more like a breakup song. Like, I need to get out of this relationship. It's depression, sad. A lot like 2020. Anyway, let's hope this one is more like a hopeful song rather than a depressive song. Okay, 6 feet under is like being like buried basically, right? That's what it means. But why was he buried for the one and only? Well, I guess they're both singing this. Spend the nights feeling bitter. Maybe they were like in a relationship, thinking they were the one, but then they were not. Let's just see if this is actually what this is going for. But so far, it feels like it, because why are you feeling bitter if you're like with the perfect person? Apparently not. Sad and lonely also doesn't fit in that box, so that's the wrong person. Again, they realize how much fear controlled me. Fear, yeah. So sadness, loneliness, fear, bitterness, not good. Until you came and loved me like I'm holy. So another person came in their life and loved them like they were supposed to be loved. Now I'm ready to give like life one more chance. So they were really depressed, and then this person came and saved them, which sounds like such a movie thing. Usually you can't save a person on purpose. You can't just like, oh, I'm here and they're just fixed. No. I think my heart is beating me to death. I have got an arrow through my chest. I'm so in love, I must confess. ... What are we saying yes to? So somebody saves you, and you're like, pop a ring and be like, say yes, say yes. Or are they saying, do you want to be my girlfriend? Say yes, say yes. I don't know, I don't understand. What are we saying yes to? But it's kind of aggressive. Like, you're professing your love to me and be like, say yes. That's not how it works. Let's see. Never thought I would be high on life, but sober. Okay, I can relate to that. Once upon a time. Didn't think that I'd be able to turn this over. Wait, what? Let's make stories to talk about when we're older. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But you kind of lost me at the previous line. What was that? Come and rest your pretty head up on my shoulder. Again, lost me. Now, I'm ready to give life one more chance. Okay, that happened already. I think my heart is beating me to death. I gave an arrow through my chest. I am so in love, so just say yes. Nothing new. Nothing, absolutely nothing new. I feel like everybody's doing like multiple challenges. Like, don't say anything, don't go too far, don't go too deep, don't use too many words, repeat as much as possible. Oh my god, we need more like poetry people to make lyrics, because this is so sad. I'm saying 3.5 out of 5 again. But, I wish it had more meat on the bones, and I'm a vegetarian. As I like to say, I wish it had more substance. Next one is Estonia. Ukusuiste, what love is. Maybe we're gonna figure out what love is right now. Maybe we're just gonna go in circles. We'll see. How mysterious this life can be, full of beautiful surprises. I never really knew the man I thought was me. Okay, that's kind of deep. I mean, kind of boring, but then you realize you kind of having an outlook on things. Like, actually, life is pretty beautiful. And it's interesting, and a lot of stuff is happening. But how about me? Like, not everything is about outside. Some stuff is about me, about the insides. And he realized that he's not that same man that he was when he was, I don't know, in his early 20s. I don't know how old he is. Because we do change. But we do grow and become different and more mature. So maybe that's a moment of realization for him. Dreams that I believed convinced my destiny I was meant to be alone. Let's just say he believed that he was, romantic and that he was going to have a partner. But then, because the lack of partner kind of convinced himself that he was meant to be alone, right? It's really artistically written. It's very metaphorical. It's not very to the point, but it's okay. It's fine. But how can you know how a star looks if you've never looked at the sky? I couldn't have told you what blue is till I looked into your eyes. That's cute. How or how soft the feel of a cloud is until I was touching your skin. Ooh. The world is a wonder of wonders I'd never seen. This is a really romantic song so far. How can you know how a star looks if you've never looked at the sky? I approve this way of thinking. I couldn't have told you what blue is. That's just a really cheesy verse rather than having some substance to it. It's fine. It works for this song. It's not like completely like pointless words being put together. Or how soft the feel of a cloud is. So, I know that clouds essentially aren't soft. They just look soft. But, you know, this is being just really cheesy. I'm fine with cheesy because so far everything sucked. For the most part. When something nice happens in your life, something beautiful, something that really touches you, you see world differently. And he just appreciates everything so much more now. I never imagined the power, I never imagined the need, I never imagined what love is, now love is all I dream. How wonderful was the awakening, now everything is the sunrise. Painted in sounds of your breathing, colored by your signs. I never knew what it was to love. So he thought he knew what love it was, but I guess it was just kind of a crush, and then he kind of fizzled out. He doesn't say that, but that's what I'm saying. And then he finally fell in love with someone. Rather, crush turned into true love. And now he's realized all these things. Instead of being like sad that he didn't experience this earlier, he's like really, really happy that he's living this now. I love this lyrics. It's so good. I'm completely immersed. Much too sensible, too reasonable, ever to believe in miracles. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good sentence. That's a good one. Because guys tend to be rational, and rational thinking has nothing to do with miracles or like wondrous things and magic and I don't know, love. Basically the things that you can't touch, that you can't see physically. But now you've come to me, change my destiny. I'll never be alone. I never imagined the power. I never knew what it was to love. Oh my god, this is such a good lyric. It's really good. It's really good. I'm gonna give 4.5 out of 5. This is really good. Let's see. Last lyric for today, and also one of the few, or it's so far it feels like one of the few that are not in English. I think more non-English come later on, but let's see. Universe or Universo by Blas Canto and Spain 2020. Forgive me twice. Universe. Okay, we're just forgiving, but we don't know what. Okay, maybe we learn that. Let's see. Everything that I'm hiding when I'm scared becomes a reality in this silence. I'm just gonna check the translation, but I think it's done well. Everything I'm hiding when I'm scared becomes a reality in the silence. This is really deep and really kind of frightening. That everything, wow. Can you imagine just like all of your fears, even the fears that you didn't realize you had, they just became real. Like they kind of manifested in front of you. Like if you're scared of spiders, you're just covered in spiders. This is such a nightmare. I think we would just all lose our minds if that were to happen. I don't know, I guess he's dealing with his fears. I don't know what this has to do with his forgiveness from the universe, but we'll see. I can't be like the wind and disappear. Me too. Forgive me for shutting down my voice to avoid being the culprit of what I am. Ask forgiveness from the universe because you didn't speak up is a bit too much maybe, but okay, at least it's a reason. It's not like just forgive me for literally nothing. I'm just talking about some random stuff, but please forgive me. I'll take that. I'll take it. I should have listened to myself when there was time. I don't understand how I lost myself in one single moment. Tell me where the dreams I have left will go. If there's no space left in my head. Okay, we need to dissect this a bit more. Listen to myself. I would not necessarily say listening to yourself. Maybe it feels like it, but I would maybe say listening to your intuition. Listening to your gut feeling. I should have listened to myself when there was time. I mean, if you, for example, consider that you self-sabotaged, you did it for a reason. If something didn't happen at a specific time, it's because there was a reason for it. You know, for all the times that you say, I wish I did this earlier, it just wasn't the right time. Tell me where the dreams I have left will go. Assuming that your dreams will go somewhere. Oh, I misunderstood. It says I have left. I would translate this differently. Where the dreams will go that I still have. Because left is sometimes, it can be like left, or like they're left there. Literally, it's opposite. Left. Like they left, or they're still left here. It's so confusing. There's no space for more dreams. Or is he not dreaming anymore because his dreams have felt like too impossible to reach, and he's just not reaching for them anymore? It's weird to feel like that you're the guilty one, because I would say guilty. Like this translates to guilty, not to culprit. I would say that is a bit too much. How can you feel guilty? I'm asking the universe for forgiveness because you didn't listen to your inner voice or your actual voice. I don't know. Like it's weird. Just stop asking the universe for forgiveness and listen to yourself. Such a weird thing. Well, okay. As I put this 3 out of 5. It almost feels like they try to be spiritual, but they're just like, no, nobody's gonna get this. Let's scrap this. Okay. The question for the day is, do you think Stefania will have a better song? Girl deserves a better song. It was a good song, though. I think that song was weirdly dated, and I don't think it was even like that great for her voice. But maybe that's just me. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. What are we... Why can't I speak?